Oh, what's up, guys?
Good, Tayven.
Good.
All right, Tayven, can you just kind of talk about what's going through your mind? I don't know if you knew you were playing or not, but Cam gets knocked out of the game. You immediately go into a weather delay, so you had a lot of time to think about, what your first plays were going to be. So what was that moment like, and how do you think you rose to the challenge?
Yeah, it was a weird situation. Cam did a good job in the beginning of the game, but he got banged up, and it was always, stay ready. Your opportunity will always come, and I was ready, and I just went in there and played like how I played, and my team did an amazing job, and everyone did an amazing job. Offensive line, receivers, defense on stops. Like, this team is going to be great. We just got to clean up a little bit of stuff.
Tayven, when you look at the two touchdowns, I mean, what did you start to feel a little more comfortable as the second half kind of went along, and what was that kind of describe maybe both those touchdowns, what they meant, what they looked like?
Yeah, I feel like as a player, it's the first game, there's going to be some plays that you want back and some mistakes, but you just got to keep pushing and get through them, and then the next week you get better and you watch film and you try to move on from there. But it felt good to get out there again and get my feet wet and get comfortable. I feel like as the game progressed, I felt more comfortable.
Tayven, not sure if you knew you were playing tonight, but how did it feel to go out there unexpectedly and in the fourth quarter make some clutch throws?
Yeah, I just felt like I've done that my whole career. I've lost 3 or 4 quarterback battles my whole career, and I always just was waiting. I always wait for my moment, and when the moment comes, seize it. And I feel like I did a good job with that last year, and the same thing this year.
Throughout camp, you worked to develop chemistry with the wide receivers. Take us through the final touchdown and your connection with DJ.
Yeah, the funny thing is I think we were right there on the same, like on near the 30-40 in the spring game, and me and DJ connected on the same play. So that's how practice. Whatever you do in practice is going to show up in the game.
Defense makes the big stop. You have the opportunity to win the game. I know I asked the other guys about this, but in your position there too, you're running the offense, take the big hit too, bounce back to make the play. What's going through your mind as you take that last opportunity to win?
Stay poised, stay calm, trust your training, and go out there and have fun. This moment this is a moment that you always want when you're a little kid. So don't make it too big. Just go out there and trust your training and trust the guys around you and go make it happen.
At media day, you said you were itching to start. So how did you handle the initial disappointment once you found out the news?
Oh, it was all right. It was just the coach's decision. Cam played well. Kudos to Cam. He played well when he was in the game today. Unfortunately, he got hurt, and that's just the name of football. It's the name of the game, and next man up.
This game was devoid of a lot of big plays. So how hyped were you when you saw DJ going over the middle and you were ready to go over the top?
Oh yeah, I think it was a play action naked, and I rolled out and I saw DJ, and I always see him in practice just scooting down, and I'm like, oh, just throw it up, he'll go get it. So you got to lead him a little bit because he's a little fast, so just let him with the ball, and he made a great catch and great play call too. What a ballsy play call.
There were a few plays where you had completions and then started the tempo offense. How did you feel running that more up-tempo offense, and how do you keep that momentum going?
Yeah, I think we do a good job in practice. We do a tempo drill to start the practice to get the energy going, and that translated to the field today.
Tayven, with the way things shook out, when did you end up finding out that you were starting? Was it right at the rain delay? Was it during it? Was it during warm-ups?
I think it was right after the rain delay.
What was it like now to have to sit through that and then get back out there?
It was. What did you ask?
What was it like to sit through there and knowing all right, after the initial?
Oh yeah, it was long. We were in the locker room. It was long, but it is what it is. You just got to be ready for the moment.
So you went into the delay knowing that you'd probably be playing in the second half? I'm sorry.
I found out kind of when we were going out onto the field.
Just this is game 1. I mean, how much better can this offense get as the season progresses?
This offense is going to be very explosive. It's going to get a lot better. It's the first game. Get the jitters out. I feel like we did a really good job of executing the plays, and there's some plays that we need to go back in the film room and work on it. Pre-snap penalties hurt us today, and so that's easy though. We can clean those things up and be ready for game 2.
Hey, Tayven, being in a new school, how much of a big win like this, how much of a confidence booster is it before you go against the rest of the season?
I mean, a win is a win. I think any win is a confidence booster. You always try to stay +1. That's the name of football. Any given day, anybody can win a game. You've seen it everywhere around the country. So just coming out with a win and knowing that we can get better. That's the exciting thing, is knowing that we can be better offensively, defensively, and special teams.
To that point, we've talked a lot on us at least about all the new players on this team and this team having to come together. The coaches have talked about having to face adversity. What does it say about this group that you trailed in the fourth quarter, needed that big drive, needed that big fourth down stop, and as a group you guys were able to kind of face it down?
Yeah, I feel like during the summer and during the spring and fall, as a team, you always, adversity is going to hit, and I feel like every player in college, deals with some sort of adversity, and it resembles our team. We're really close, and I feel like nothing can shake us. And today, obviously it's not the score that we wanted and the outcome in the beginning that we wanted, but it's football. It happens. Mistakes are going to happen, and I feel like we did a great job as a team of not quitting and just really encouraging each other on the sideline.
Tayven, obviously a lot of emotion after a tight win like that. But in the back of your mind, do you think you did enough to possibly start in the next few?
Oh, I don't know. That's just a decision for Coach Frost. I'm just going to go and, when the opportunity comes, just go play football.
I saw some conversation on social media. Did your ear get bloodied on that?
Oh, yeah. I should have listened to KZ. He told me not to slide ever. And just you always want to just dive at the legs, and literally he showed a clip of a dude sliding, and the same hit happened today. And it was a ringer, but popped up.
How did you feel afterwards? Because you stayed in the game and.
Oh, I felt good. I think my helmet just nicked my ear. It's all good. It happens. Football. Yeah.
Time for 2 more. Coach Frost was mentioning earlier that a lot of the safety valve plays toward the end of the game were designed to get out of the defense taking away the deep ball. Did that also help you get rid of some of the jitters of coming into the game kind of in the middle of things?
Can you ask that again?
Sure, sorry. Did having safety valves kind of get some of the jitters out for you, kind of going into the game kind of cold and not expecting?
Yeah, Coach Frost and Coach Scoop, we have a great relationship. They just, whoever's out there can play. Any 4 of us quarterbacks in that room can. Yeah, there was no safety valves. It's just, they're going to call the plays and you got to execute the plays. And we got experienced guys in the quarterback room. So.
You said that was a gutsy play drawn up to throw it to DJ. How is that a testament to the trust that you built with this coaching staff, and how can you utilize that moving forward?
Yeah, I'm just grateful that the coaches were trusting me enough to put it in my hands, and man, that was it makes it when that happens, it makes the player feel good.
Earlier you said making the most of a moment. For you, for your career, where does a game-winning drive and an opening night win rank for you?
I mean, it's amazing. It's just when you're a kid, you always want those opportunities, and you always picture yourself doing that. And I'm happy that we got out of it, and we got out of it with a win, and because winning is that's all that matters, is winning. So that's really what was on my mind, and what was on the team's mind is just finishing +1. With all the mistakes that we made, a win is a win.
All right, great stuff, David.
Thank you guys. Thanks, guys.